Fast and Furious director Justin Lin has entered talks to take over the reins from John Watts on Marvel Studios' Spider-Man. And according to reports, he is in deep talks to direct the upcoming film for Sony and Marvel Studios. While there's been multiple directors attached to the Fast and Furious franchise, I will say that my favorite director is Justin Lin. Now, when it comes to the films he's directed in the franchise, it starts with Fast and Furious in 2009, then Fast 5, Fast and Furious 6. He also directed my favorite of the Abrams-verse Star Treks, which is Star Trek Beyond, and he directed Fast 9 and Fast X. Now, my favorite film in his filmography is Better Luck Tomorrow from 2002, which is a prequel to the Fast and Furious franchise, technically, as it introduces the character of Han, and also he directed the other, I would say, best Fast and Furious, which is Tokyo Drift. That might actually be my overall favorite film from the franchise, depending on the day of the week. Either way, though, I think he's super talented. He's also done plenty of things on TV, so, he's got a pedigree, and the rumors now are suggesting that at some point in the last few months, he entered talks with Marvel Studios and Sony to direct the upcoming Spider-Man 4. Now, the first sign of his name popping up anywhere are coming at us from Jeff Snyder. Now, this is a very trusted source, very reputable. He is very much one of those, I don't even want to call him a scooper because that's an insult to him. He's a journalist who puts things out there that, he stakes his reputation on. And if Justin Lin is truly at the forefront of this list and in deep talks, I am honestly kind of excited. I think a lot of people will automatically have a knee-jerk reaction because, he directed Fast and Furious and those films are bad. And yeah, some of the last two I think were pretty terrible. But the ones before that, remember, he saved the franchise. Like, he single-handedly saved that franchise with his directing, helping the scripts and everything like that. So, again, I'm not opposed to this, and I think he would have a interesting vision and a direction, and certainly his action sequences would be stellar. So, again, I think it's a little too early to call and say, I think he's perfect, because we've heard some other names, but if he was to get it, there's got to be something that Marvel Studios and Sony both looked at and said, you know what? He's a good pick for it. And maybe, just maybe, he can go back to, closer to his roots and direct something like Better Luck Tomorrow, which was a character study film, which was way better than it had any right to be, especially as a prequel to Fast and Furious. So, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have no problem with Lin taking on the franchise.